afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4, the midweek edition. Charlotte Celeste with us today. How are you?
I'm great.
Should be outside.
I know, it is gorgeous. It is
perfect.
Nice.
So start thinking up your plant and garden questions because Lisa Briggs will be along later on in this hour to take your calls. Everybody's itching to get out and plant.
Let's do this, right?
Let's do the news. Topping our headlines today, we are continuing our coverage of the condo explosion in Madison yesterday. Reporter Catherine Merck is on the scene.
Congressman George Santos pleads not guilty to federal criminal charges. I'm Nicole D'Antonio with his first court appearance and reaction from lawmakers here on Capitol Hill.
And a local kindergarten teacher receives national recognition for her work in the classroom.
Let's take a look outside. Perfect day today.
Oh, that is nice.
What are you doing here? Skateboarding? Oh, very impressive.
Wow.
Very impressive.
I just like to be in the wheels of my car.
Nice now, but rain this weekend. Boy, he's good.
Oh, and then we got another.
Jacob's out in the backyard patio soaking up the sun.
Yeah, it is absolutely gorgeous outside right now, and although we are going to have some rain over the weekend, like you mentioned, it is going to continue to be nice for much of next week. Right now, we are seeing completely clear skies, and the temperatures are just almost perfect. 76 degrees, mostly sunny skies. The winds are not too bad. Taking a look at the current temperatures across our region, a bit further to the west, it's actually in the lower 80s for some locations, a bit cooler towards the lake with temperatures in the upper 60s, but our entire region, all of Wisconsin, dealing with very nice weather. And looking at the current radar, pretty much no rain over the entire Midwest region, including the Great Lakes region as well. So we're not the only area dealing with the near perfect conditions right now. Now, if we take a look at the evening forecast, more great news with temperatures only dropping to around 63 by 10 p.m. So enjoy your evening outside if you can. Tomorrow is going to be even warmer. Taking a look at the low temperatures for tonight, we'll see lows drop to around 50 degrees, so not too bad, definitely comfortable, mostly clear skies, and as I mentioned, tomorrow will be even better. We'll see high temperatures near 80. We likely will get into the 80s for at least some locations, and we are going to continue to see partly sunny skies. But Friday is when the rain will start, and I'll talk more in detail about that coming up later in the show.
All right, Jacob, we'll see you then. Thank you. Fire and police crews are continuing to clean up the site of a condo explosion on Madison's west side. Throughout the day, those who live near the home are still in shock and picking up the pieces.
Our Catherine Merck joins us live at the scene. So, Catherine, what's new there today?
Mark and Charlotte, you can see it's still a very active cleanup scene here on South Gammon Road. If you take a look at the house, you can see it's now unlivable. Crews are continuing to pick up those pieces of what happened at yesterday's explosion. Today, I spent the day speaking with neighbors about what they saw. One of them sharing home surveillance video footage captured yesterday. Take a look. We now know from the fire department that 21 people were displaced last night and 4 were injured. I spoke with one high school student who was home at the time of the explosion. She described what she saw and what happened to her home.
We had like a bunch of pictures and portraits up, and they all like fell to the ground and like glass was everywhere. My mom also had some china like up displayed in our kitchen, and that all fell and crashed.
Fire crews have spent the entire day cleaning up parts of the home that were damaged and scattered across the yard. The updates from them today, they don't know what the cause of this explosion was. However, we did get an update from MG&E, and they tell us they've ruled out a gas leak as the possible source for this explosion. Reporting live from Madison's west side, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
Catherine, thank you. And many of you have reminded us there was a home explosion in 1983, just a half mile or so down the road on South Gammon. At that time, it was attributed to high methane levels from the Green Tree landfill. Our investigative team is spending the day talking to experts about how close that landfill is to the site of last night's explosion, with the fire department telling us they're looking into this as well. Stay tuned. We'll have more at 5 and 6 tonight on this story.
The Red Cross has been assisting people who were affected by the explosion yesterday. Red Cross had 8 volunteers on scene last night. They're currently helping 5 households with temporary lodging, meals, and personal items. There is no timeline for how long the Red Cross will be helping right now, as volunteers are still assessing the situation and, of course, people's needs.
A special election this spring means a new face in the state Senate.
Representative Dan Knodel, now a state senator, paves the way for a Republican supermajority in the chamber. Political reporter Will Keneally sat down with him and has more.
That's right. So now Senator Dan Knodel won his seat from the retiring longtime figure in the state Senate, Alberta Darling. And he now joins the ranks of a Republican-dominated state Senate where his party now has a veto-proof supermajority. We spoke with him about some of the priorities that he wants to take to the Senate, and he joked that it's easy enough when you can't vote on your old assembly bills. And also about some of the bipartisanship that he's expecting when working with some former assembly representatives that he now serves with in the Senate.
Well, you mentioned that impeachment issue a moment ago. Are Republicans talking about that at this moment?
A little bit. He would say not quite yet. What he's looking at so far is, if you remember back to the Trump process, that all started in the House of Representatives, the lower chamber. Same thing in the Wisconsin legislature here. So he's waiting to see what the assembly might do before acting or making any moves in the state Senate. He would say, though, that there is one official on the chopping block so far. That's the Milwaukee County DA that Republicans have long been pushing back against.
And a lot of these lawmakers will get committee assignments, which is he sitting on now.
Yeah, so we actually just got it fresh this week. He's sitting on the Senate Elections Committee. He'll take the reins of that, obviously, as we look ahead to 2024. He himself was one of the state legislators who had asked Vice President Mike Pence in 2020 to delay the counting of the electoral college results. So we'll see kind of where we take the kind of election scheme here in Wisconsin, how it will be continuing to be regulated in the state Senate.
You have more tonight at 5 and on channel3000.com.
Exactly, yes.
Well, thank you. President Joe Biden is aiming to showcase the Democratic coalition rallying around his re-election bid. Today, he announced that Madison's mayor is on his campaign's National Advisory Board of elected officials who will assist his 2024 campaign. Mayor Rose Conway is joined by representatives from nearly every facet of the Democratic establishment. It brings together three of Biden's 2020 primary rivals: Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren, New Jersey Senator Cory Booker, and Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar. Embattled Congressman George Santos pleaded not guilty to a 13-count federal indictment, including charges of fraud and money laundering.
The freshman Republican from New York has been at the center of several investigations after revelations he fabricated his life story and credentials leading up to his election. Nicole D'Antonio has a reaction from Capitol Hill.
Congressman George Santos was arraigned in federal court Wednesday on charges of wire fraud, money laundering, theft of public funds, and making false statements to Congress.
Now I'm going to have to go and fight to defend myself. The reality is it's a witch hunt, because it makes no sense that in 4 months, 5 months, I'm indicted.
Federal prosecutors say he embezzled contributions that were supposed to go to his congressional campaign and used them for his own personal benefit.
The very first class I ever taught was campaign finance law, and I would never have written an exam like this because it's just too obvious. People tend to be sneakier and better at it than this.
Santos is also accused of collecting unemployment benefits while he had a job and lying to Congress about his finances.
The level of fraud, the level of extremism, the continued, lies throughout all of this, these are things that, we've known.
The freshman Republican from New York fell under intense scrutiny shortly after winning his seat, when lies he told about his background began unraveling. Many fellow New York Republicans have called on Santos to resign, but with a slim majority in the House, GOP leadership is taking a wait-and-see approach.
Obviously, he's going to have to face the charges that he has. Again, he's got a presumption of innocence, but that court process is going to play itself out. But he's already been removed from all of his committees.
Santos has repeatedly resisted calls to resign and recently announced he was running for re-election. Nicole D'Antonio, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And if convicted of the charges, Santos faces up to 20 years in prison.
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has warned Congress that around June 1st, the country will run out of money to pay the debt it has already incurred. President Biden arrived in New York's Hudson Valley to make the pitch to the public that it's up to Republicans to raise the nation's debt ceiling and avoid defaulting on the first time in history. The president met with congressional leaders in the White House yesterday, and they're scheduled to meet again on Friday. But there are just about 3 weeks left until the country runs out of cash to pay its bills on time, and both sides appear to be dug in.
We default on our debt, the whole world is in trouble. This is a manufactured crisis.
Let them bear the responsibility. They want to shut it down, let them do it. We're not budging, and the Speaker has got our support.
Democrats say they're open to cutting some spending, but that should be negotiated when Congress passes a budget. They insist the debt limit is a separate issue. Senate Republicans are standing with Speaker McCarthy for now, but they're also calling for both sides to negotiate. Staffers for the president and congressional leaders are continuing to negotiate ahead of Friday's meeting.
Well, after sitting vacant for the better part of a decade, the end could soon be near for the former Eastgate Cinema on Madison's Far East Side. An application filed with the city proposes raising the former theater and removing its large surface parking lot. From there, the building site would be filled in and the property would be graded and seeded. The goal is to have demolition work finished by October, if not sooner. That's according to the application. B&G Realty, the property's owners, does not have plans for what to do with the site following demolition. News 3 Now reached out to Marcus Theaters, which operated the former theater and owns B&G Realty, for comment earlier this week, but did not receive a response.
As the end of the school year inches closer for millions of students around the country, a national organization is recognizing a local Madison charter school teacher who's made a serious difference in her students' lives. The National Alliance for Public Charter Schools honored 7 teachers today, including one city school's kindergarten teacher and Wisconsin native Tiffany Ortego, with their annual Changemaker Award. In an interview with News 3 Now, Ortego said her childhood teachers were a driving force behind her decision to pursue the career in the first place.
We don't do it for the recognition. We go to work every day for our kids, for our families. And so it's just very honorable, and it's humbling to have this kind of prestigious award, and it just makes you feel good.
In her 5 years at One City Schools, Ortego has introduced various programs, including the preschool garden space and the school's 4K volunteer reading and early literacy programs. Those programs, Ortego says, have helped further her students' sense of community both in and out of the classroom. That strong sense of support, she added, is what helps young students build confidence and stay interested in learning. Congratulations.
Well earned, well deserved indeed. Well, are you planning a Mexico getaway?
Well, I can. More and more seaside resorts.
Let's do it now.
Okay. They're turning into all-inclusive properties. We'll look at this growing trend with CBS's travel editor Wendy Gillette when Live at 4 continues.
At Pick and Save, we want our fresh produce to meet your expectations, which is why we do up to a 27-point inspection to check for things like color and scarring. Because when it comes to fresh, higher standards mean fresher produce. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
You got me.
Hi, you're it.
Imagine a world with no drama. For the guarantee of high-quality promotional items delivered on time, go to 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Patio doors, patio doors. Scott the window guy can do patio doors. Scott the window guy can do patio doors.
We do patio doors at scottthewindowguy.com.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something on the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home. So we applied it to his under eye bags. And let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This Mother's Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
When you download the Pick and Save app, you have easy access to savings every day and get personalized coupons sent straight to your phone. Save big today when you download the Pick and Save app. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Social Security payments don't go as far as they used to.
No kidding. In fact, buying power has dropped more than a third since 2000. That's according to Senior Citizen League. They say that seniors would need $517 more a month for their benefits to go as far as they did 23 years ago. Social Security provides annual cost of living increases, but it's not kept up with inflation. Benefits have gone up 78% since 2000, but retirees' average expenses have spiked more than 140%. The cost of prescription drugs, heating costs, and eggs have gone up the most.
New government data shows inflation is still rising, though not as fast as before. Prices at the grocery store remain high, but there are signs of easing. Ground beef is actually down 2%, and bacon has fallen almost 9%. On the other hand, Americans are paying more for necessities like rent and electricity. A new report shows overall inflation rose 4.9% in April, continuing a slowdown since June of last year when price hikes hit a peak of 9.1%.
I would say that this report is showing slow but steady progress.
Inflation slowed as the Federal Reserve raised interest rates 10 different times in the past year. But CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger says the board might be ready to pause hikes. The Fed's goal is to see inflation drop to 2%, a level it says is good for the economy and consumers.
A mixed trading day on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials fell 30 points, closing at 33,531. The Nasdaq added 126 points, or over 1%. The S&P 500 also up, gaining 18.5 points. Well, big hotel brands are increasingly investing in all-inclusive resorts.
And that allows travelers to redeem points for stays and have more choices in their preferred destination.
Yesterday, I talked to CBS travel correspondent Wendy Gillette from Riviera Maya, Mexico.
Mark, all-inclusive stays include unlimited food, drinks, entertainment, and most activities. And the big plus, you'll know what the bill is when you check out. Greg Dower traveled with his family from St. Louis for a stay at the all-inclusive Hilton Cancun in Mexico.
We chose this resort because of the splash pad, the water slides for the kids.
The property also features oceanfront rooms and 12 spots to drink and eat, including poolside food trucks. This location near the airport is one of 2 new all-inclusive Hiltons in the region. The company has a total of 13 all-inclusive hotels with plans for more.
For Hilton, we think we have an opportunity to set a new standard for all-inclusive. It's what we're calling all-inclusive, all extraordinary.
Hyatt is quickly expanding its all-inclusive division after buying Apple Leisure Group in 2021, which includes brands like Secrets and Dreams. The company now has more than 120 all-inclusive resorts in 11 countries, with 45 expected in Mexico by the end of the year.
I think you'll continue to see the big brands invest in all-inclusive travel.
either by building products of their own or by acquiring other companies.
The reason is simple. As all-inclusives become more upscale, they're attracting a wider base of travelers. This is one of Hyatt's new hotels near Cancun, the Zalera Riviera Maya.
We stayed at the hotels for special rates. The adults-only Zalera, offering swim-up suites, is one of 24 all-inclusive properties managed by Playa Hotels in partnership with big brands. They also run the wedding-friendly Hyatt Ziva on a peninsula in Cancun.
The brands just realized that their customers like the all-inclusive experience, and they need to increase their offering, their leisure offering.
The appeal is reflected in a recent survey by IntelliTravel. More than 70% of travelers say they plan to stay at an all-inclusive resort this year.
These are Zalera's swim-up suites. Marriott is also expanding its all-inclusive portfolio. Right now, the company has 31 properties, and there are 2 more coming to Cancun, the conversion in January and a new W in 2026, Mark.
It looks beautiful there today.
It is gorgeous, little hot, little hot.
How many properties are there in Mexico that are all-inclusive versus just regular hotels?
Well, one industry report from last year finds about a third of all resorts in Mexico are all-inclusive. There's also a big expansion in Europe with more all-inclusives coming to countries like Bulgaria, Spain, and Portugal.
What has tourism been like in the Cancun region over the past year or so?
It's been really booming. Last year, Cancun's airport set a record for more than 30 million visitors, and it looks to be just about the same this year, with more than 1 million visiting over Easter break. And part of the reason is so many direct flights from the U.S. 38 cities offer nonstop flights, but sadly, not Madison.
No, sadly not. You have to book far in advance, or are there enough rooms?
Well, right now, this is kind of low season, so there's plenty of rooms, but it's going to be very hot this summer. Expedia is ranking Cancun the #1 international city, so you can expect that rooms are going to be definitely filling up.
All-inclusive looks like a great way to travel. Wendy, thanks for being with us today.
Sure.
I'll take one of those swim-up suites.
That looks nice.
It's gorgeous. You can get a lot of work done there.
You sure can. We can take our computers along and work from
the pool.
Work from home. Work from the resort.
Well, the COVID-era migrant policy, Title 42, will expire at midnight tomorrow.
We'll find out why that's significant and is causing chaos at the southern border. That's coming up after Jacob's first WARN forecast.
You got me.
Tag. You're it. Imagine a world with no drama. With 4imprint, you don't have to chase down the perfect promotional products. Exclusive apparel, bags, drinkware, and more. 4imprint will help you capture the moment and guarantee to deliver your order on time and on budget. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Postmenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer are living longer with Kisqali. So long live family time, long live dreams, and long live you. Kisqali is a pill proven to help women live longer when taken with an aromatase inhibitor. And Kisqali helps preserve quality of life, so you're not just living, you're living well. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Long live hugs and kisses. Ask about Kisqali and long live life.
Get your next project started with 11% off everything at Menards. Transform the look of your home with a new garage door. We have 9x7 and 16x7 size doors across multiple styles in stock today. This 9x7 insulated garage door is $449.99 after rebate. Let the fresh spring air in with a new Larson screen-away door. Right now, this Royal Oak screen-away is on sale for $239.99 after 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Well, take a look at this. The 176th annual Westminster Kennel Club Show is now history, and we have a first-time winner, Buddy Holly, the Petite Basset Griffon Vendine, or PBGV, took home Best in Show. Buddy Holly apparently charmed judges with his confidence and calm demeanor. Buddy Holly's handler says he's everything a PBGB should be. Hard-headed, stubborn, happy, the epitome of a show dog, she says. More than 3,000 dogs from 210 breeds competed this week. This year's runner-up title went to Rummy the Pekingese. I've never heard of this breed.
Wow. Well, regardless, give him some bacon. For winning, that's great.
Well, they go to Sardi's today and get a steak dinner.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, well then.
They go to the top of the Empire State Building, take pictures.
I've always wanted to go to a dog show. I never have been around to it, but
this is the
I feel
dog.
like they'd be a lot of fun.
It's the second oldest sporting event in the country, next to the Kentucky Derby.
Wow.
Now you know.
that is quite
176 years.
That's a long time.
That's crazy.
It is. All right. Not quite the dog days of summer, but warm.
Yeah, and it is going to be even warmer tomorrow, but then we do have the chance for some showers and storms. I know you were shaking off the showers and storms, but it will happen over the weekend. I'll have the details after the break.
Heart is the beat of life. If you have heart failure, entrust your heart to Entresto. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor if Entresto is right for you.
Here's your parachute.
Certain it's okay? Are you for Imprint certain?
Certainty matters, so congratulate coworkers or say thank you with promotional products from forimprint.com.
For Imprint, for certain.
Sometimes you're so busy taking care of everyone else, you don't do enough for yourself or your mouth. But eventually it will remind you. When it does, Aspen Dental is here for you. We offer the custom dental treatments you need all under one roof right nearby. So we can bring more life to your smile and more smile to your life, affordably. New patients without insurance can get a complete exam and x-rays for $29 and 20% off treatment plans. Aspen Dental, anything to make you smile. Schedule your appointment today.
Oh no, I think I lost my debit card.
Okay, don't panic.
Don't panic, we're in a mall. Some stranger's probably tapping new shoes, tapping a washer-dryer combo, just tapping everything in sight.
It's okay, just tap your phone. With BMO, you can use your phone to freeze and unfreeze a lost card.
I can?
And you can always get a new card instantly at a BMO branch.
I got my tap bag.
You ever seen someone this excited about a debit card before?
Oh yeah. Not this excited.
When a bank gives you instant peace of mind, that's the BMO effect.
Don't miss your chance to see The Lion King, one of the most awe-inspiring productions ever brought to life on stage. Coming to Overture Center May 11th through 28th. Tickets on sale now at overture.org.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, before I get into the forecast, I want to mention that the northern lights may be visible tonight. Now, obviously, the further north you go, the more visible they will be. But it is possible that as far south as northern Illinois will see the northern lights. And tonight, we're looking at mostly clear skies here in Madison. Now, here are the 3 things that you need to know. It's going to be even warmer tomorrow, and we also are going to continue to see very sunny skies. But showers will begin tomorrow night into Friday, and then throughout the weekend, we could see some thunderstorms. Now, if we take a look at the future track, as I mentioned, we are actually going to see very clear skies tonight, maybe a few passing clouds here and there, but for the most part, mostly clear. We will see a few more clouds tomorrow than we did today, but the temperatures are going to be warmer with highs possibly getting into the lower 80s. And then Thursday night into Friday morning, we will start to see some rain moving in from the south and spreading out across our area during the overnight hours. By the time we get to Friday morning, pretty much after sunrise, that's the greatest chance for some possible heavy rain, although it will mostly be light to moderate, similar to the rainfall we saw on Monday, but during the afternoon, we will be a bit warmer than what we were on Monday. The showers may continue, going to break up by the time we get to the late afternoon and early evening, but we may continue to see some lingering rain. But there is another chance of rain as we get into Saturday. Now, for the most part, Saturday will be dry to start the day, but we are going to see some storms move into our area during the late afternoon and evening. The further west you're located, the earlier the storms will be. And unfortunately for Mother's Day, it does appear that rain will continue. Going to see some scattered rain showers. And unlike Friday, the temperatures aren't really going to be too warm either. So as a whole, Mother's Day isn't looking the best, but it's not looking terribly cold either. We also aren't expected to see very heavy rain Sunday, just some light to moderate showers throughout the day. This is the future track precipitation. We'll see about 1 inch to 1.5 inches for Madison, maybe a bit more further south. But as a whole, much of southern Wisconsin will see similar amounts. The further north you go, though, that's where the lesser amounts of rainfall will occur. But most of Wisconsin will see some rain throughout the weekend. But before we get to that, temperatures tomorrow are going to be very nice. For the most part, partly sunny skies. Highs could get into the lower 80s. Friday is when we will start to see the rain. Highs will be in the mid 70s. Some scattered showers. Storms are also possible. And then we'll see potential for storms on Saturday. And Sunday, for the most part, will be rain for your Mother's Day. And it's going to be very nice for much of next week, though, with highs in the 70s and mostly sunny skies. Now, we are still doing our umbrella contest, and for those that haven't heard about this, here's how it works. All you have to do is submit your photo to firstwarn@WISC-TV.com, preferably a weather photo, and it could be of any kind of weather, such as rain, hail, snow, although we're likely not going to see any more snowfall. And the weather team here will then select a photo, and whoever's photo is selected will win a First Warn weather umbrella. We are giving out umbrellas until May 26th, so there are still several chances to win, and we will announce a new winner every weekday at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Going to need those umbrellas, unfortunately, for your Mother's Day. I would say if you have any outdoor plans, don't cancel them, but just be aware that we likely will see some rain. Unfortunately, it's going to be similar to Monday.
That's not great.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Well, President Joe Biden knows the southern border will be chaotic as Title 42 is set to expire tomorrow.
The pandemic-era policy allowed authorities to quickly expel certain migrants at the border.
The government estimates about 150,000 migrants are already camped out in northern Mexico, with more likely headed to the border.
David Culver shows us what it is like as they prepare to cross.
Echoing across the sandy landscape on the U.S. southern border, young voices shouting for water. Already on Texas soil, technically, having already illegally crossed the Rio Grande, hundreds of migrants camp out between the barbed wire and the border wall, waiting to be processed for asylum. Title 42 still in effect. For this group, that means they could be immediately expelled by U.S. border officials. The pandemic-era policy offering no guarantees for their asylum claims to be heard. If it expires Thursday, Title 8 takes over, requiring asylum officers to process each claim, potentially overwhelming border officials, already strained. Worsening this humanitarian crisis, the heat, some 90 degrees at midday. You see people bundled up in winter coats and blankets, useful for the night chill, and to shield themselves from the scorching sun. We watched some Mexican locals arrive to help the group of migrants, mostly from other parts of Latin America. They carry boxes of pizza, bags of snacks, water, and soda. But it's not a handout. They sell them to desperate customers, who then crawl back under the barbed wire with their purchase, as others wait for their fill. But this, only a small portion of the tens of thousands in Ciudad Juarez determined to cross. Nearer to the city center, scenes similar to what's already happening, and perhaps more of what's to come in U.S. border towns.
So for those migrants here in Ciudad Juarez who aren't in a shelter and aren't camping out along the border, some of them are just trying to find places to call home for a few days, a few weeks. One young woman told me she's been here 6 months. We're essentially in a construction zone that's been an abandoned building turned into a makeshift shelter of sorts. A lot of tents around me. Some have used blankets to cordon off certain areas and then put a mattress, if they're lucky, or just some bedding on the floor. Then you look around on the outside and you can see clothes hanging up. This is where they've set themselves up ahead of any potential crossing.
This as more migrants, by the hundreds if not thousands, arrive hourly into this Mexican border city. Long, dangerous journeys behind them. And by no means is this their last stop. They crowd around a hose of running water to wash up and drink. This man skipping the line, going to the source, bathing under the leak. Back at the wall, rumblings of hope. A truck from the U.S. side approaches, water shooting from the sides, helping to cool the hot sand, but also sparking false hope. Some in the crowd rush to fill their empty bottles, as others warn it's not for drinking. That doesn't quench desperation.
Boy,
That is amazing.
It's hard to watch.
It is.
Hopefully we'll get some resolution.
All right, next on Live at 4, as the weather warms up, so does the need for sunscreen. Consumer Reports helps us pick out the best kind.
And then at 5, News 3 Now investigates the connection between the explosion that occurred yesterday on Gammon and the one about a mile away back in 1983.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Backyard living season is here. Coolview has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 15 to 25%. Cover your deck with a screen porch, an enclosed porch, or sunroom. If you have a screen porch, let us turn it into an enclosed porch. Shade your patio with a pergola or awning. All on sale now. Let Coolview show you how to tame your backyard blues. Call now for a quote before the sun sets on savings.
Get a new view from Coolview.
McGann Furniture and Flooring has a question for you. Do you have a hard time sleeping comfortably through the night? Is your mattress 10 years old or even older? Chances are you're due for a new one. Mattress technology has changed a lot in the last 10 years. Our experienced staff will help you find the right style, construction, and firmness that will give you years of sleeping comfort. And remember, we don't raise prices only to lower them later for a sale. With delivery and disposal of your old set, we make it easy to have the bed of your dreams at McGann Furniture and Flooring, downtown Baraboo.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburgers cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love.
And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day. All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
A devastating home explosion has left over 20 people displaced and several injured, leaving the community reeling in shock. We'll bring you the latest updates on this tragic event.
The mild and sunny weather looks to come to an end once we get to Friday. We're tracking some showers and potentially even some thunderstorms here at the First Warn Weather Team. We'll break it down tonight at 5.
Then at 6, was the home explosion yesterday connected to another explosion 40 years ago? Our News 3 Now Investigates team answers your questions tonight at 6.
Keeping the weather settled, it's been, we end up in Atlanta.
Hotlanta.
Yeah, 83 degrees right now. I've never stopped there. I've driven through.
I've only been at the airport. It's a lovely airport.
Yes, it is. Well, from lotions to sprays to sport and reef safe, whatever that is, the sunscreen aisle can be a dizzying array of confusing labels.
So bottom line, you want one that works when summer sun is at its hottest. Consumer Reports tests dozens of varieties each year to reveal the best options that won't burn your skin or a hole in your wallet.
Our Shane Hogan tells us more.
Sunscreen, that magic elixir that protects against skin cancer and premature aging. And the best part, it's easy to find and inexpensive. But with so many choices, how do you know which one to choose?
We test sunscreens to see how well they protect against two types of the sun's rays, UVA and UVB,
To test for
which cause
SPF,
aging,
the sun protection
skin cancer,
factor, and a
sunburn.
measure of how well a sunscreen protects against UVB rays, expert testers apply sunscreen onto panelist backs before they soak in a tub for 40 or 80 minutes, depending on the sunscreen's water resistance claim. The area is then exposed to simulated sunlight. The next day, trained experts examine the area for redness. To test for protection against UVA rays, testers apply sunscreen on plastic plates and expose them to UV light. Then they measure the amount of rays that are absorbed. A top-performing sunscreen with a perfect score that's also a CR Smart Buy. Coppertone Water Babies Lotion SPF 50. But don't let the name throw you off. It's not only for babies.
All of our top-rated sunscreens contain chemical active ingredients. In our tests over the years, we found that mineral sunscreens don't protect as well.
If you do prefer a mineral or natural sunscreen, CR's tests found California Kids Super Sensitive Tinted Lotion SPF 30+ provided acceptable protection. As important as the sunscreen you choose is how you apply it. For lotion, use a teaspoon per body part or area that's not covered up with any clothing. If you're using a spray, hold the nozzle about an inch from your skin and spray until your skin glistens, then rub it in. And for all types of sunscreens, reapply every 2 hours and after swimming. This is Shane Hogan.
And Consumer Reports also recommends parents choose lotion sunscreen for kids. Only use a spray as a last resort because kids may inhale the spray, which could cause lung irritation.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it is. Well, do you have a plant or a garden question? Of course you do. Now's your chance to get it answered.
Lisa Briggs is standing by live at the Bruce Company. Hi, Lisa. Oh boy, here we go. The number to call, 608-270-9933. We will get to your calls right after this break.
Welcome into the Bruce Company greenhouse here on Buzzed into Madison. This may be one of my favorite places.
It is certainly zen in here, isn't it?
Oh my goodness, let's just take that in for a moment. All right, on your calendar, there is a very special day coming up, a very special Sunday.
I know, from one mom to another mom.
Mother's Day.
It's Mother's Day.
Don't wait, people. Come to the Bruce Company. Lisa and everyone here has you covered. Let's first start with the beautiful flower basket.
So we have got tons of beautiful blooming plants, baskets, porch containers, and all the things that you need if you decide you want to pick some stuff up for your mom. We've got plants, we've got soil, everything you need. But if your mom is not a plant lover,
right?
I can't imagine it, but they're out there for sure. So we can still go with the basket theme.
I love it.
Made up a couple little baskets here. So yours is like spa stuff. So if your mom needs like a little stress reduction.
She does. She needs that stress reduction.
Or this one's for a gardener, so there's like a garden ornament in it and some really pretty tools from England.
Love it. So take their interest, put it in a basket.
Correct, because every mom has a hobby or something that she likes to do or talk about.
Absolutely.
And you could do dress to till with a garden hat and this lovely dress that we had in the boutique.
You can find this and a lot of other beautiful floral outfits for spring and summer in the boutique. But if that's not your thing,
sometimes moms are really picky.
Right.
And they just don't know what to choose. So we've got a gift card thing going on. So if you buy a $50 gift card, you get an additional 10 from us at the Bruce Company.
What a deal. Use it for yourself. Happy Mother's Day. Come into the Bruce Company. Lisa, Emmy, and you are buzzed into Madison. Come get your baskets.
Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
At the Spectrum Lab, we're bringing you the best in connectivity with Spectrum One. Get Spectrum Internet with the fastest speeds in the nation, so you always have enough speed for all your devices.
Plus, advanced Wi-Fi delivering state-of-the-art security and privacy.
Plus, Spectrum Mobile gives you unlimited talk, text, and data on a reliable nationwide network.
Get Spectrum One with Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi, plus your first line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited, free for 12 months. Call 833-792-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or Spectrum Store today.
Well, here's a tradition alive and well in Leland, North Carolina. It's the annual cardboard boat races. Hundreds of people gather to watch competitors who hope their athletic vigor matches their boat building skills. Quite a few of them made it to the other side of the pond, and then there were some who only got there by swimming part of the way. Cardboard and water don't mix.
No, they don't. Well, it is time to get your plant and garden questions answered.
Lisa Briggs is standing by live at the Bruce Company in Middleton. Hi, Lisa.
Hello, guys. How are you?
Good. The number is 608-270-9933. And, of course, we have calls already. So let's start with Coco in Madison. Hi, Coco. What's your question?
Hi, Mark. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Lisa. I emailed Monday. I just hadn't heard back, and it was pretty detailed. It's regarding fertilizer. So I have a ficus, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to get specifically fertilizer for a ficus, but I also have a sago palm and a black rabbit foot fern. So if I get the right fertilizer, I can get everyone on the regimen. But I'm just overwhelmed with organic, soluble, insoluble, or...
Okay.
Go ahead.
Why don't I just tell you, Coco, that I think that for your mix of plants that you have, if you just get a water-soluble fertilizer with an even number like Jack's, makes a really great one, you can use that for all of your plants.
Okay. One size fits all.
Oh, that's a good thing. It's easier. All right, we have Terry from Fitchburg. Hi, Terry. What's your question?
Hi, everybody. I dug up a bunch of daffodil bulbs last fall, wintered them in my basement in a dark, cool place, and neglected to get them planted this spring. When can I plant them? They've got probably about an inch of growth on them.
Okay, so if they're viable and growing, you're going to want to put them in the ground now. If you get daffodil bulbs or tulip bulbs, the optimum time to plant them is in the fall. So when you dug them up in the fall, you should have just moved them then. They would have been fine. But since they have some oomph to them and you're seeing shoots, I would go ahead and put them in the ground now, probably about 6 inches deep. You probably are not going to get flowers this year, but you should next spring.
But there's really no reason to dig them up in the fall, is there?
No, the daffodil bulbs, tulip bulbs, all those fall or early spring booming bulbs that you plant in the fall are hardy here, so you could leave those in. Things like canna
we did some
and begonia,
re-landscaping.
those come out.
All right, they did some landscaping, so they had to move. So, all right, we'll plant them in and better get flowers next year, perhaps.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Let's go to Maxine in Windsor. Hi, Maxine. What's your question?
Hi. I have 12-foot, 30-year-old lilacs, and all the leaves on the lilacs, all of them, almost, are curled and black.
Okay, so what you have, it's called lilac blight. It's as simple as that. Lilac blight is a fungus that hits new growth in the spring when temperatures are cool and damp, which we have certainly had. So we had some warm weather, it kind of pushed the growth, and then we had those really cold temps and all that wet weather, and it caused the blight. Now, some of those leaves will fall off, and you should get some new shoots. The good news is that even though it looks pretty unsightly, it will not harm your lilac long term.
Oh, that's good.
And now that the weather is warm, there's nothing you can do to treat because it's only active when it's chilly.
All right. All right, we have Louise from Monroe. Hi, Louise. What is your question?
Okay, I have what I think they call ever-bearing raspberries plants that have been in my yard for years, but this year they look the worst ever. There's hardly any leaves coming. There's more dead stalks than anything, and I didn't trim them down short. I was just going to kind of leave them taller, but what can I do to revive them?
Cut those old canes completely out, the stuff that was out last year, and then the new canes that are coming from the ground will give you berries later this summer. With ever-bearing berries, that's the best way to do it, either late in the fall after the frost or early in the spring before stuff starts to leaf out and you have to pick your way among new canes. Just mow it back, like about an inch. Super easy.
Oh, way back down, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, way down.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Thank you for calling.
You're welcome.
Well, you got a lot of plants there. I bet they're going to be empty by the weekend, I
You
bet.
think?
Wow.
You know, and some tables we filled yesterday and they're empty already. So I think people really have the bug to garden.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Yeah, this time of year.
Mother's Day, come on, let's get going.
All right.
I know, Mother's Day is coming. It's almost like frost-free.
Yeah.
We're ready. All of us are ready.
Yep. All right. We are out of time. Thank you all for calling. We'll get to you next time. Lisa, thank you. She's gone.
Just like that.
I'll check your forecast coming up.
This is Matt Gunderson. We recently celebrated the life of Margaret, who never let a cookie jar run empty. Her service was cookie-themed, with everyone enjoying her tasty treats. Allow us to personalize every detail of a life well lived.
Ivisia Dry Eye Drops. Made with hydrating polymers, moisturizing hyaluronic acid, and revitalizing trehalose for instant dryness relief that lasts up to 8 hours. Ivisia, we see a better way.
It's Steinhaffel's Memorial Day sale. Right now, save up to $900 on Beautyrest adjustable base sets. Beautyrest Queen mattresses start at only $449. And when you upgrade to a Beautyrest Black, you'll get $300 in Steinhaffel's cash and a $100 MasterCard rewards card. Beautyrest Black Queen mattresses start at just $44 per month when you use Steinhaffel's special 72-month financing. Shop in-store or online at steinhaffels.com.
Recent hailstorms in your neighborhood may have caused damage to your roof. Don't let fly-by-night, out-of-the-state, inexperienced roofers rip you off. Who should you trust to fix your roof and do it right? Fry Construction. For more than 20 years, Fry Construction and Home Improvement has continued to earn the trust of area homeowners. And when the roof over your family is damaged, we jump into action. After all, we're your neighbor too. Call Fry Construction and Home Improvement now to get your free hail inspection.
Salonpas Lidocaine Flex, a super thin, flexible patch with maximum OTC strength lidocaine that contours to the body to relieve pain right where it hurts. And did we mention it really, really sticks? Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Tonight, we have continuing coverage of the Madison home explosion, new information from officials on the cause. Then our News 3 Now Investigates team answers your questions. Was this connected to another explosion 40 years ago? That story coming up next.
A drug used to control diabetes is now in high demand for weight loss.
It does seem to affect certain pathways in the brain.
Arman Rahman learns the facts and warnings one local doctor says you need to know. The Skinny on Ozempic. Thursday on News 3 Now at 6.
More nice weather is expected tomorrow with highs near 80. We'll continue to see partly sunny skies, but then we are going to see some showers for Friday, possibly storms Saturday, and the rain threat will continue for your Mother's Day. Now, much of next week is looking very nice with high temperatures in the 70s and mostly sunny skies.
Good. All right, tomorrow on Live at 4, Dr. Zorba Pastor will be along to answer your medical questions.
And it's morel mushroom time. We travel back to Muscadet circa 1985 to go on a mushroom hunt in our Throwback Thursday.
At Revamp, we transform your old beat-up concrete from this to this in one day. We grind down the concrete to open up the pores for a perfect bond. Then we repair all cracks and apply our base coat and chip and seal it with our polyaspartic top coat that will never chip, peel, or discolor. On top of all that, our coatings are ridiculously easy to clean and covered by our exclusive lifetime warranty. And right now, we're running our 60-60-60 sale. So when you purchase your new concrete coating from any of our Revamp brands, you get a $60 Visa gift card, plus either 60% off the installation or 60-month no-interest financing. And when you call during this program, you'll also get up to 10 carbon fiber concrete stitches free, which help reinforce cracks and stop them from spreading. A $350 value for free.
South Central Wisconsin homeowners, pick up the phone. Call 1-800-886-8411. That's 1-800-886-8411.
Planning a remodel? Don't toss your cabinets, furniture, and appliances. Donate to Habitat Restore. Your items stay out of landfills while proceeds create housing solutions for hardworking families. Build a stronger community with Habitat Restore of Dane County.
This is the house that Angels built. Attic Angels Senior Living Community is built on a foundation of authentic, local care. A framework for living well. Windows to take in the beautiful future. And it's crowned by the pride that one's home is one's castle. This is the house that Angels built. Attic Angel Community. Independent homes and 4 levels of assisted living. Built with the help of angels.
You got me.
Tag. You're it.
Imagine a world with no drama. For the guarantee of high-quality promotional items delivered on time, go to 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
As summer approaches, is your house ready? Over 7 out of 10 homes are poorly insulated. Is yours? Here are some of the signs. Is your house too cold in the winter? Is it too hot in the summer? Does your furnace and AC run almost non-stop? Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Are your energy bills too high? You don't need a new home. You need better insulation.
And right now, during Home Improvement Month, our labor is free, but that ends May 31st.
USA Insulation.
In today's Final Touch, it's described as adult treehouse meets Noah's Ark.
And it's seen as a potential example of property development without tree clearing. It doesn't look like your usual property development, but this is the latest infill development in Perth, Australia. Nestled in 8,600 square feet, it consists of 4 homes, a shed, and crucially, 40 trees. This development design is seen as a workable example of how you can house a growing population without cutting down trees. Encouraging a tree canopy in urban areas can greatly reduce the heat generated by the city. There are new laws requiring a minimum number of trees for any development in Australia. It's now up to the market to put their own price on green space.
Oh, that is cool.
It is very cool. Living in the trees.
First we'll go to Mexico, then Perth.
All right.
How's that?
We've got a full calendar.
Yeah.
It's our time for now. Thanks for watching. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.